shot per game plus a shooter, while the other 26 did. So it's not that much. It's kind of 50-50 if we really want to go there, right? It's not that much of a difference. But again, it shows you there that obviously you're still winning championships and you still have great championship teams and great offensive teams that didn't have high volume scores on their roster, right? And you have teams that won championships that did have high volume scores, but they weren't necessarily high volume offensive teams. So how does that fall in line with the conversations we be having about the amount of shots a player takes, right? Because you know, here in Go James Kingdom, and obviously it's usually about that right there. Like how do we have that conversation, right? About how good you are offensively with the amount of shots that you take, right? Because again, I never said it was to knock a player. For me, the problem is that I have is that, again, all these players that we mentioned here, the only player out of all these players we mentioned here that has a career average of over 20 shots is Michael Jordan. All these players take less than 20 shots per game for their career. Did they have moments? Obviously, in playoffs are very short moments. We see that. They had seasons? Yes, they probably had seasons where they took 20 shots or more. But in the overall sense, they're not out here jacking up a bunch of shots. Again, Michael Jordan was taking 23 shots per game for his NBA career. That was every game he played, basically. This man was out here taking a bunch of shots. That's what that represents. He was a consistent shot taker. Is that good basketball? Majority of the guys who took a lot of those shots are not champions. When we talk about the guys who took a bunch of shots, right? We all know that Elgin Baylor's not a championship. He took the most shots per game. Then it's Michael Jordan. You got guys like Allen Iverson up there who took a lot of shots. Dominique Wilkins took a lot of shots per game. Not champions, right? Even Kobe, as much as people say Kobe was a shot chucker, Kobe himself took less than 20 shots per game for his NBA career. So that's the conversation here tonight. So again, like I said, man, I think that at the end of the day, when we're having these conversations, it's good to hear other people talk, because that was one thing that was eligible to happen and was allowed to happen was Lo and I were able to have that conversation. And that conversation led to me doing my research like I always do. But like I said, when we go look at this, now remind you, remember I told you that we had only 22 players here, or 22 times champions, that they had a 20 shot per game taker in the series, or I mean for the finals, not for the championship runs. 10 of them were because of Mike and Kobe. Literally 10 of them was because of Mike and Kobe. They were the only ones that have more than twice. They did that more than twice. Yeah. They're out here jacking up a bunch of shots. Peace and blessings. Rodnell, thank you for joining me, man. Again, y'all, this is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposed. I'm about to put the link up for y'all, man. Peace and blessings, man. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, brother. I don't know, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Wild Boys in the building. What's good, man? What happened to Kobe in the finals in 07 and 11 and 16? Stop talking about 09 when LeBron made 5 straight finals while Kobe was still playing. Facts. Facts. He says he's in the comments crying. Just be in the comments crying. But let me go ahead and put this no, the Bulls did not have the number 1 offense 4 out of the 6 championships. The Bulls had the number 1 offense 2 out of the championships in 96 and in 97. In 93, they had the 15th offense in basketball. The 7th in 91, the 5th in 92, and the 9th in 98. They wouldn't even get to 100 possessions per game in the 90s. I don't even know why y'all even talk about that. Shit. That's no sense. Y'all don't know what y'all be talking about, man. That don't make no sense at all. Let me put the link up for y'all so y'all come join me. Again, this is the Friday Night Exposure. Y'all get out to fun, watching basketball. It's great for this game to finish up to see what the Warriors are going to do. And I was the Warriors in the OKC Thunder in the first round of the me on other channels. If you want to hear Go Kings Kingdom, like I said, not only do we talk basketball, we watch it. We're doing our thing, man. We're going to keep it going and keep it stepping up to the plate. And again, my boy Dave, what up, Dave?
What up, man? How's it going?
Not much, man. Try to make it through the day, man. I ain't
I mean,
hurt my heart.
It's done.
We're still here. Yeah, it hurt, man. It happens, man. But again, we're here talking about shot chuckers, man, and how much value does a shot chucker bring to a team as far as the impact on winning. Zesty stuff to
Yeah.
stuff.
You have to have a specific team for it to work. If you don't have a specific team, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, because again, I don't think the Chicago Bulls won championships due to their Michael Jordan's offense. I think they won championships obviously because they were a very good defensive team, but they were an efficient offense. Like the Bulls shot was the team, the Bulls shot was, they had a great system that was just
Yeah, Taylor made for to play around the other sport.
I mean, I don't know if he should have been suspended, but they did fine him. Out.
60. And they didn't.
So,
But I have a counter for Lowe's argument about making the guy really shoot more, shoot more. What he and DeAndre did when they found the shots, set the league field goal percentage. I don't think
I asked the kind of questions. I kind of studied the perimeter players, right? We did mention guys like Bart Williams and how they were more efficient, but when like he brought up like in '91 how Jordan was the most efficient guy, average over 25, and I was like, and there was only like 7 players that averaged over 25 in '91. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it goes to show you, like I said. So, not again, it wasn't an attack on necessarily saying Jordan is playing bad. Again, if Jordan takes 35 shots in the game and he goes 20 of 35, that's an actually real good game for someone to have, right? I mean, I don't see nobody scoring 50, 60 points without taking 30-something shots in the game in the first place, right? So you got to take a lot of shots to score a lot of baskets. But is that what you want every night? No. Obviously, you got a player hot, things are going, they can't stop him, blah, 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 blah. You want him doing his thing, but you're not drawing up an offense for somebody to take 30 shots. Because not only is Michael Jordan taking 25 shots a game, he's going to the free throw line 10, 12 times a game. So that means he's getting an additional 5 to 6 shots.
Yeah, so true. But that's what I would have told him. Like DeAndre, everybody hates on DeAndre, and if you told him he's got the second best field goal percentage in all of the NBA, like you would say, oh, nobody, oh, no, everybody would say that.
Because I asked him that. That same season, guys like Reggie and Chris Mullins were more efficient than Jordan. And I said, well, wait a minute. Are you comfortable with those guys taking 20 shots, 25 shots? He was like, yeah.
so
I asked him
stupid,
about the Bulls.
like.
Because he was saying, instead of Cartwright getting 9 shots per game, take away 3 of those and give Jordan 3 more. Because Cartwright shooting 49%, Jordan shooting 52%. Give it to Jordan.
That's just silly. You gotta spread it around.
Yeah, you gotta move the ball. You gotta move the ball, man. Shout out to blessings, man. Shout out to you, man. Hopefully y'all having a great Friday night, chilling, enjoying yourselves. Like I said, appreciate y'all for stepping up. Have a great Friday night, guys. With this exposure, I do this every Friday night right here on the Go James Kingdom platform, where only hoopers and real basketball fans show up to talk hoops with a real basketball fan and a real man of his word and don't have to lie and dodge and do all kind of sneaky stuff. So again, shout out to all of y'all. Peace and blessings. Thank y'all for joining me. We got Herm in the building. Shout out to Hollywood Herm. Y'all make sure to follow Hollywood Herm.
Man, salute.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, bro. But I think ain't trying to know that I think that's something that maybe y'all need to look into a little bit deeper. Because I
In the air.
LeBron showed that in 2012, 2013. If he wasn't aggressive against that Spurs team, they went out and came back and won that game six, and ultimately they went out and won that championship. And he averaged a little over 21 shots a game. So it's a give and take with it. But most of the time, though, for star players, their shot attempts actually going to increase more in the postseason than it generally does in the regular season due to the fact that defense is tougher, it's more physical in the playoffs, and sometimes in moments those stars got to play hero ball some type of way. So, like we saw with SGA last year, OKC offense was really inconsistent that whole playoff run. So SGA had to be aggressive. That's why he shot like 21.7 shots a game. So I think playoff basketball is different. So I don't think I think that doesn't deter whether you're gonna win or not. I think the star players gotta actually be more aggressive and step up more. So I don't think it will cause a team to lose more because the star players take a lot of shots. But still, they have to most of the time. They have to. So
But no, but that's what I'm saying. I didn't say that you're gonna lose because you
Uh,
got one guy taking a bunch of shots. What I'm saying was if that's what you're relying on, then there's gonna be some difficulty winning. It's gonna be hard to win it. And that 2013 playoffs kind of showed as well. Because like I said, LeBron James did have to have those moments, right? Like you said, I don't mind those moments where you have to step up. Okay, like you said, the role players they step it up. Your star player has to step up. But if that's the case on a consistent basis, that means your team is not really good enough. Because your role players should be more consistent. The role players should be more available to do more so that you don't have to rely on all of that. And it showed that in the 2013 because remember the Spurs kind of coughed up that series in Game 6 the way they played at the end of that stretch on the offensive side. But then again, what happened when they truly understood what they were supposed to do offensively the next season? When they really realized, oh man, if we really play this ball movement basketball and have them chasing us, there's no way they could beat us, no matter how great LeBron James plays, right? And that's exactly what they did, annihilated the Heat without any big star taking a bunch of shots because they found the open shot every possession because they were playing team basketball. It was hard for the Heat to defend them. We couldn't do nothing against them in that second finals. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was saying, like, is it necessary? Is it necessary that you need this dude that's gonna go out here, like you said, break down in defense and just get a basket at will? Because look what Kevin Durant. That's what Kevin Durant is, and look what he did to Houston. People will tell you Houston would be better with a Kevin Durant, but to me, I always thought they were going to be better without him. I thought they had a good system and a good way of flowing, a good chemistry with Jalen Green and Brooks and all of that. I don't know why they broke that up. For a guy like y'all say, all you gotta do is give him the ball and he can put a shot up and make it on an efficient level. But it's not team basketball. I don't know. It's hard. That's the intangible, I guess, that I believe in. That chemistry stuff.
right, but it's rare. It's rare that a star player though take less than 20 shots a game in the playoffs though, because Jokic, more recently, probably the only guy more recently that didn't have to take 20 plus shots, but that's due to the fact he had a young bull in the finals with him. He had the average 30, along with what he was doing when he was after the triple double. So he was lucky. Because all the greats that we talking about, they didn't have that luxury to have a guy average 30 with them. You know what I'm saying? So it was rare with him. But when Giannis won, he had to take over 21 shots a game. So I just think it's just a general thing that we're going to see often in the playoffs anyway, because the stars do got to take over. That's why they do get paid the big bucks. And sometimes the role players or your co-stars on the team not going to show up. So what the best players do? They put the team on that back, and we see it time and time again.
They have
like I said,
consistent winning basketball. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like I said, out of the last 46 championships, 22 of them has had a player who took 20 shots or more per game during the playoff runs, right? So that obviously shows that that's a lot, right? Like I said, that doesn't show all the 20 shot per game shooters or 20 shot per game guys throughout that span as well that didn't win. It some impact, but again, when we look at it, it's Kobe and Mike majority of the time. We had a couple of years. Throughout the 80s, you didn't really need it. Throughout the 2000s, you kind of didn't need it. Besides Kobe's, when Kobe was playing, he was the only one that was really doing it. In the 2010s, it had this span. You had LeBron do it here, Steph did it there, KD did it, and Kawhi did it. But in the 2010s, it's been a lot. You said SGA, Joker, Steph, Giannis, all took 20 shots plus per game during their championship final runs. But again, some of these guys struggle. Again, SGA done their struggle to win that final. They struggled in the final. They struggled. They played them in the second round. Was it in the second round? They won 7 games with that.
Yeah. But they're not a good offensive team anyway, though. So
Exactly.
I kind of expected that for sure. I expected Shea had to do that. He had no choice.
Steph, that run that Steph did in 2022.
2022. Yeah.
Giannis, remember Giannis had a stretch too. They had to go without their stars to the Nets.
Yeah.
That was 7 right there. I think that's it. 7 too as well. So
Dick KD had to take a lot of shots from Brooklyn in that same series. He had to be aggressive.
like I said, when you really look at
That bitch.
run that you have, I don't remember I don't know about that 2015 finals.
That was easy. I believe that was easy.
It was easy, but they got lucky that Cleveland was hurt. They got lucky. They got
In
lucky.
2012, we know that he struggled in 2012. But LeBron took 22 shots a game there. We know, like I said, Kobe and Mike were going to take their 20-some shots. That goes without saying. But this is what I thought was weird. Remember they were talking crap about Kareem in '82, and in '80s,
Yeah.
Norman Nixon led the Lakers in shot attempts during the playoffs. Now everything we're talking about now is all just the playoffs. He led them.
These motherfuckers.
18 shots a game.
Yeah.
Shot over.
That's when Kareem
Watch your ass, nigga.
was finally slowing down.
Get off me.
No, they just changed their whole system. You know what I'm saying? The coach at the time, Wes had, he loved Norm Nixon though, so he was running his offense through Norm in a sense around that time though. And that's why him and Magic kept putting in, you know. That's why Magic got his ass up better though. So Magic, hell no, he got playing my way. But the Lakers in general though, that was a team that multiple guys gonna be in double digits. It wasn't gonna be one single dude that just dominate the score.
So if I didn't need to lose,
So it wasn't gonna be that for them. Same thing with the Celtics too.
Yeah, I mean, it
But
was like
in
that
the
for them too. In 85, Kareem took only 16 shots per game during that finals run. Worthy took
Yeah.
only 16 shots. In both the finals championship, they had 87 and 88. So, like I said, man, like, that's true basketball right there. Where ball is movement, and you find the open man, not just the better man or the best man.
Yeah, but you said in 80, Kareem took 22 shots a game, right?
Yeah, no, in 80 it was 23 shots.
But he was killing the 80 though. He just got hurt though. He just got hurt.
Yeah,
He was dominating though. I was like,
He was in
They
his
weren't
prime.
really considered a good team. Yeah, I know, they weren't really considered a good team. No, Kareem used to take a lot of shots. Early on in his career. And again, he wasn't winning a lot. Those early parts. He only won one championship, but he won 5 during the 80s. We know that. And basically, majority of the time, playing team basketball. Where it wasn't all about him.
Except for
taking
80.
shots. Except for 80. Now, 1980, though, the Lakers struggled in that. I don't think they did.
I think they won.
They won at 6, I know. But what about the
they closed it out at 6. Philly was about to make control. But Magic had that unbelievable game.
Ah.
Oh yeah. He was big.
And I think you know,
flying bastard. fuck hit me?
They ended up winning championships.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go either way. It doesn't say it hurts you for winning championships or it doesn't matter for you to win championship. It's kind of like half and half.
Damn.
It's like a
Fucking
50-50
die.
thing. It's a give and
It's
take.
like a 50-50. It's like a 50-50 thing in this scenario. Yeah, just when you're thinking about the impact on winning.
And I think it's more situational than anything. It's more situational. It's like a situational thing.
Say that again, 2 cents.
I say in today's game, your star player, he
Damn.
probably do need to take about 25 shots a game. Unless you got one of those balanced teams, like a Spurs or OKC. So, but most of the time, your star player, you would end up doing like Kawhi did. Kawhi scored 21 points in a closeout game. That's crazy because he didn't shoot the ball enough.
They were getting locked up by Draymond.
No, a star found a way to get that ball off. He'll go to the free throw line.
But see that, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying right there, 2 cents.
I'm
that's,
dead.
That's where the offensive system comes in at, because if the offensive system is flowing right, majority of the time your best player will find the ball and at the right time.
Right.
If the problem with today is that most NBA strategy is to get that mismatch. You want the best player to be against the weakest defender, right? So that you can get at least the best. Yeah, heavy switch instead of just running plays to get an open shot. So that's why you have those kind of systems and all these type of players taking a bunch of shots. But like I said, I'm kind of looking at the rankings, right? So if we just count the teams in the last 46 championships that had the #1 offense in basketball, which is points per game, there's only 6 teams here. But if we add top 3, it does add some more. If we add top 3, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see here, 7, 8. So that's what, 8, and so that's like 14. So 14 out of these 46 championships had a top 3 offense in basketball.
Still ain't got 40 fucking hell.
Top 5. So, like I said,
Alright, let's see.
And you know how you slow down? You know how you slow down those because they make you switch all the time in the NBA. They'll set a pick and make you switch, and then, you know, we got a logo and that type of deal. But you know how you do that? It's how they used to do it back in the day. The guy that's doing it, they trying to set the pick on. After that big man keep getting hit with them damn little elbows in his gut or his ribs, he'll think about how hard he's setting them screens. Draymond set some damn powerful screens. I'll be watching them like, damn, he's like a running back that lowers his shoulder and he ain't trying to go out of bounds. Draymond that is pretty effective. If you watch him play, that his screens are underrated, I should say. Ain't like me judging, but it's underrated.
I mean, he just showed you. He showed you why the other night he's a Hall of Famer, man. Locked up Kawhi Leonard, man.
yeah, I got maybe you're right about that. From the beginning of this game, when they were calling all those illegal screens on the Charlotte Hornets, I was thinking to myself, like, they're really calling a lot of, like, they call a lot of fouls.
Damn, I try to fucking.
While they're allowing the Magic to take their distance.
Damn.
Yeah, it does seem a little odd that the way the rest of the refs are doing the game. Like I said, we started off.
You're not home. You're not home. I meant to say my condolences to I apologize for that. But it's all good. You got a Miami.
Oh, buddy on. It's time to get on some Halo. About to make a new stream.
They